Okay, the last few weeks in the world of AI have been an absolute whirlwind. We've seen updates that are really fundamentally changing what these tools can do. So let's break down what just happened and, more importantly, what it means for you. And no, this isn't science fiction anymore. We are talking about an AI that doesn't just respond to you, but can actually, operate your apps, manage your files, and complete these complex tasks all on its own. The game is changing, and it's changing fast. So, to make sense of all this, we're going to explore four huge shifts. We'll look at how AI is becoming this autonomous teammate. Then we'll see its creative side just explode. We'll try to understand its new role in science. And then finally, we'll ask the big question, what does all this mean for us? So first up, the biggest shift that we're seeing. For years, AI has been, well, a tool, right? Kind of like a calculator or a search engine. Now it's becoming an agent, a digital coworker that you can delegate entire projects to. A perfect example of this comes from the AI search company Perplexity with their new personal computer. Now, this isn't just an app you open and close. It actually connects to your Mac and has access across everything, your files, your calendar, your messages. It's designed to work for you even when you're not there. This whole process just shows how the AI can handle a complex multi-step task that would normally take a person so much longer. In a real demo, a user just speaks to their Mac. The AI finds the right design file, it opens up a totally separate brand guidelines document, it compares the two, then deploys the website and even posts an update to the team in Slack. But, and this is crucial, it waits for a human to give that final okay. And it goes way beyond just that one workflow. I mean, imagine just dragging a note into the app and having it schedule a meeting for you. Or waking up to a clean morning digest of all your important updates because the AI was working while you were asleep. You can even set it up on a separate machine, like a Mac Mini, and it just keeps running 24/7. So the really crucial point here is this massive shift in roles. With old AI, you were the operator, right? You were doing each step yourself. With these new agents, you're the director. You give the high-level command, and it figures out all the steps and gets it done. It's just a fundamental change in how we interact with technology. All right, let's move to our second theme and see how this all connects. This new power isn't just for productivity. It's completely revolutionizing creative work, making professional-grade design, music, and video accessible to pretty much anyone with an idea. So this brings us to a new tool from the AI company Anthropic called Claude Design. And this question, it's not hypothetical. This tool really aims to take one simple prompt and turn it into a fully realized, polished creative asset. In a real test, somebody just pasted in the URL for a coffee brand and typed, "Create me an investor presentation deck for this brand." Just 2 minutes later, they had a complete 12-slide deck. And here's what makes this so powerful. It didn't just make up text. No, it pulled real market data from the web to back up its points and used actual product photos right from the company's website. And here's where it gets really wild. Once the deck is done, you're not stuck. You can export it as a PowerPoint, send it straight to Canva for your team to polish, or, and this is the incredible part, you can hand it off to another AI, Claude Code, which then writes the actual code to build a real, live website based on that design. The days of bouncing between 5 different apps are, well, they're ending. This isn't just an Anthropic story. This creative explosion is happening all over the place. Google and YouTube have dropped some equally stunning tools that you should probably know about. I mean, just look at this lineup. Google Stitch lets you design an app, and it can merge the styles of 2 completely different apps in under 30 seconds. Flow Music creates original tracks, and you can swap instruments just by typing, "Hey, replace the piano with a saxophone." And YouTube's Reimagine, it lets you upload a photo of yourself and puts you right inside any YouTube short. It's a full creative suite, all powered by AI. Okay, now let's shift gears from general creativity to highly specialized intelligence, because AI isn't just a generalist anymore. It's becoming a world-class expert in fields like science and medicine with the potential to solve some of our biggest challenges. And to really understand the stakes, let's just talk about drug discovery for a second. Finding and developing a new medicine is one of the most difficult, expensive, and time-consuming things we do in modern science. This timeline here shows you why. On average, it takes 10 to 15 years for a new drug to go from an idea in a lab to actually being available in a pharmacy. I mean, that's a decade and a half of research, trials, and approvals. And why does that timeline matter so much?
Because right now, an estimated 300 million people around the world are living with diseases for which there is no treatment at all. For them, speed isn't a convenience, it's absolutely everything.
This is the problem that OpenAI is tackling with a new specialized AI called GPT-Rosalind. So instead of one AI working on a problem, a scientist can ask it a question and it will spawn multiple mini AIs. Each one researches a different angle of the problem, all at the same time, and then combines all the findings into a single answer. It's designed to just drastically cut down that research time.
The reason tools like Rosalind are even possible is because the underlying models are getting dramatically smarter. I mean, this chart shows the accuracy of Anthropic's Claude model at understanding images. In just one version update, its accuracy jumped from 57% to 79%. That huge leap in capability is what enables these more advanced, specialized tools.
So that brings us to our final section. We've seen AI become an intern, a creative director, and a scientist. Now we have to ask, what does it mean when this technology moves from being a tool on our screen to being an active participant in our actual lives? And there's no better example of this than Mark Zuckerberg. He is actively building and training a photorealistic AI clone of himself. The goal is for this AI to have his voice, his ideas, his thought processes, and to be able to show up to meetings and strategy discussions on his behalf. This really forces the question, doesn't it? I mean, we got comfortable with AI sorting our emails and handling customer service chats pretty quickly. But are we ready for this next step? Are we ready for our coworkers or even our managers to be an AI? It's a future that might be a lot closer than we think. But this future isn't necessarily a bad thing. Look at this incredible story of a mother, Jessie Jana, who's homeschooling 4 children using AI agents. She takes a photo of a textbook and an AI builds personalized lesson plans. It tracks each child's progress. She delegates household tasks like ordering groceries with voice notes. The AI isn't replacing her as a parent. It's handling the administrative work, freeing her up to be more present with her kids. And that really is the core takeaway from all these updates. The relationship is changing. AI is becoming less of a tool you have to operate and more of an agent you can simply direct. And this is going to give us back our most valuable resource, time. So the final question isn't just about what the AI will do, but what will we do with the time we get back?